Hi guys, it's Matt. It is Wednesday, March 20th, 2024. I just want to talk a little bit about what happened today in the market. I sat out today, mostly because of the FOMC announcement. Might have been a little too conservative to really just purposefully sit on my hands, but uh, that's what I did. So here we are. We'll talk about how that feels and what I'm going to do about it. This is my watch list I had on this morning, although I didn't really do a crazy deep dive last night when I knew I was going to sit out this morning because I just didn't feel like putting in that much time and effort into it. It wasn't worth it. So IBKR and TAP, keeping those on the list lately. Spotify, this one gapped up and then dipped and ran. This one hurts a little bit because I took a full loss on this on Monday. Um, and yeah, I mean it was there. I was watching it. I just timed it wrong, right? Which happens. SMH builder looks good, right? This is part of what happened after FOMC today. Is a lot of things took off. So AMD, oddly enough, not having a great day, which that starts to make me think. Okay, well, let's assume maybe the market then now has a little boost in it, and we keep seeing some bearish or some bullish action. You know, does this mean if AMD and Nvidia, the semiconductors, are they going to start to tank a little bit, or uh, are uh, are we going to see these kind of have a little late surge compared to the rest of the market? What happened today? So who knows? We'll see what happens when the time comes, right? When the market opens tomorrow, we'll we'll see what those are doing and react accordingly. Coin, this was a great. I mean, man, what a great setup if you were ready for it, right? Um, Definitely got a boost there late in the day. Uh, Dell looks good. This one, man, I loved that. I loved that right on the 20, nice and tight. And I mean, still, depending where it goes from here, we got a sideways day tomorrow, and then another leg up. We could probably still get in this one, so I'll keep that on the list here. But um, Energy kind of had a sideways day. Carvana had a good day, although that one's who knows with this guy? It could do bearish engulfing candle tomorrow. Toll Brothers, it's had a good day there. The Bad Dad and Builder all went up, and actually, when we're thinking about it, we can look at yeah, yeah, the Home Builder ETF had a great day too. So, and that's the case across the board, kind of there with the indices as well, right? They all had a great boost after the Fed announcement. And so we just kind of saw a market wide, for the most part, run up there. Um, VIX had a down day. Let's see. The dollar's down, the dollar futures, but close enough. 10-year yield, slight down day. So I think what I want to do here is just kind of take a look through my master list really quick, or at least a chunk of it. This is something that's always in flux. There's probably a couple names that I should put on here now that aren't on here yet, but well, I'll do that at a different time. But I just want to take a look through and see what might still be setting up for a solid play tomorrow morning. And this is something I do mostly in the mornings, but today I just want to do it because of everything that happened um, with the FOMC today and the big rally. Then I kind of want to get a jump on looking at what might be looking good for tomorrow. Look at that one. That one's ready to do that thing, huh? I'm gonna put this on my morning watch list. Just I don't I wouldn't love jumping in this tomorrow if it breaks out, but if it kind of tightens up and goes sideways right below this horizontal pivot, and then we get a breakthrough, that would be that would be tits. I'd take that. Uh, so this is what it is, guys. You just kind of run through whatever stocks you've put on your watch list for whether it's through scanners or through you heard about it on the Twitter or the X, um, and you just look through them and try to spot things that are, man, look at that. That's a some of these are hurt. I hurt a little bit, because I look back and I'm like, yeah, I definitely missed out on some of these, right? That's not FOMO, that's IKIMO, right? IKIMO. I know I missed out. And that's tough to deal with. Um, Tomorrow, knowing this is interesting. This thing looks so strong there for a little while, and back down to the 50-day there. Uh, when you missed out, like a day like today, where I wasn't in anything with the FOMC. This one kills me too. God damn! Do you guys remember how long I was looking at this thing, thinking like, "Oh, okay, here we go, here we go." Of course, I'm not in it when it finally breaks out because I kind of gave up on it. That's a lesson learned there. Um, but anyway, so I'm not in anything today for the FOMC, and then we have a big rally at the end of the day, and so now tomorrow coming in, depending what happens tomorrow, it's going to be difficult to uh, maintain. What's the word I'm looking at? I guess maintain rationality. You know, as far as making sure that I'm ready to pounce if an opportunity presents itself, but able to stay patient if it doesn't. Right. The propensity is, or the yeah, I guess the propensity is going to be toward uh, kind of champing at the bit, just getting, being ready to go. Right. I like IBM here. Um, just being ready to go and like, okay, I'm gonna jump in every freaking thing that moves because the way the market shot up today, right? But the market might not do that tomorrow. We might not see a continued rally, right? We might see a little pullback day. I mean, SPY hit all time high today, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to keep going and do it again tomorrow. Uh, so we just have to be patient and try to maintain that. Uh, Rationality is not the word I'm looking for. There's some other word that just good decision making skills, right? Kind of like JBI here. Uh, that's one of those ones though that's it's so low volume. I gotta take that off my list. You see, so I'll see what like. I like. I mean, it's a little sloppy here. It got a little loose when it gapped down, but now it's riding the 50-day. The averages are all coiled up, and so is the price action, like right in with those averages. But if you look at like the 5-minute charts, when it starts like skipping around here, like I just these stocks, they tend to be spready. I don't know what the spread on this one was like. I forget. This might be one of the ones that I looked at a little while back, and then I saw the spread, and I was like, oh Christ, I don't want to be in this. Like I don't want a 75-cent spread when you're trying to protect break it. Like it takes you. Yeah. Anyway, I don't have to explain that, guys. Right? You know what I mean? When it's a huge spread, it's really hard to control risk, and yeah, it just is not something I want to deal with. So uh, I like Lily here. The problem with this one is that um, it's expensive. So buying power, I mean, at some point, depending how big a position you want to take, might be a concern there, especially depending what your overnight buying power is. Uh, Lulu is one of those ones like I mean, similar idea too. I'm gonna put this back on my list. Uh, oh wait, when's earnings on this guy? Oh, tomorrow. Okay, so we won't put that on the list, but no, we'll take a look at it again tomorrow. What I was gonna say is, the daily chart there reminds me of Gap GPS, right? And it's like sideways, sideways, sideways until you finally give up on it, and then it takes it takes off on you once you take it off your watch list. That sucks. Uh, I'm hesitating here. I didn't just pass out or anything. I didn't have a stroke. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that one has the strength. I mean, I kind of like the look of the pullback and the the bouncing off the averages there, but I just don't know. Let's put it on the watch lists for tomorrow. And so tomorrow morning, I'll go through and call this again and just kind of tighten everything up a little bit. Microsoft is one of those stocks that, like, most likely, if the market's going to keep roaring, this one's going to be up there. It's going to lead the way, right? And so, and Netflix new high today. That's interesting. See again, like Nvidia is not responding like the rest of the market did, right? So I'll keep an eye on that in the morning. Um, I would be more likely to probably jump in AMD if those tend to look strong, but I want to keep an eye on both of them just to get a kind of feel for the price action there. This one's kind of a chop fest. Anyway, guys, we're making our way through the list here. I'm sure you've all seen, Kulamagi do this, right? Just look through charts and make notes, and this one's always interesting. Just reminds me of a small cap chart with all the gaps and craziness. Um, but yeah, I mean, you've seen Kulamagi do this and a couple of other big traders, where they just look through charts and see what jumps out at them as a pattern, and this is a big part of the game, I think, is really, I mean, for the most part, all the action of entering and managing trades, most of the action happens within the first 15, 30 minutes of the market open, right? But it's being prepared for that and having all your shit together that really means something, you know? Um, so anyway, uh, well, I made it through most of my master list there, and I'll probably take a look at a couple other things, but we'll do it again in the morning and call from there. So I figured since I didn't take any trades and there wasn't anything to review. Oh, one other thing I can do for you. Uh, I'm still in this trade, which GTS had an update. We just about hit. Oh, we did hit it. We hit 8R there. So I'll probably move my stop up to today's low here, somewhere around the $17 area tomorrow morning, depending where we open. Right now, it's still down here at 1696. Oh, I guess that wouldn't be that much difference, huh? It's already at the $17 area. Oh man, it's been a hell of a day. Yeah, so maybe 17.15, something like that. So anyway, um, yeah, I figured I'd go through this list and just kind of talk through some things with you guys. So have a good day. We'll talk tomorrow and hopefully be in some positions tomorrow if the opportunities are present.